4 years ago, my family and I, three small kids, my husband and I, we packed up our bags from Miami, Florida, and drove here to Tucson. Now, it was a big decision, but it was a great decision for our family. I know if you're looking at this video right now, you're probably wondering if it's the right decision for you, or maybe you're here to retire, or you're thinking about relocating for work, which is what we did. We relocated here from the Department of Homeland Security, and it was a great decision for us. Now, I see a lot of videos online of Tucsonans talking about the pros and cons, but I don't agree with them too much. Living in Florida, there's a lot of things that I see differently, and maybe you will too, living from another state. So make sure you watch that whole video so you can get all this valuable information now. My name is Vanesa Paz. I'm a local realtor here in the area, and I help families every single day relocate here to Tucson, Arizona from different parts of the world. Now, whether you're relocating here for work or you're trying to retire, feel free to call me, text me, email me, drop a comment down below. Whether you're moving in the next 6 days or 60 days, I'm here to help you out as much as I can. I have a great relocation guide for Tucson, which gives you the A through Z of Tucson, best schools, best hospitals, places to go with family, restaurants. So feel free to put in the comments below the word relocation and I'll send that right over. Now I'm gonna start with the 5 cons, and my first one is pretty funny. So the first one is that all the homes here are painted pretty much the same color. When I first moved here, I mean, in Florida, especially in Miami, it's a lot of character over there, a lot of different colors. But here, I noticed the moment I arrived that all the homes were like a very dark desert-like color. And I told myself in the beginning, why is that? That's the weirdest thing. Everything looks exactly the same. But the reason why is because not only are they trying to keep the aesthetic of the desert, they're trying to use colors here with mineral sources. So basically, the color doesn't burn out as quickly in the sun. We do get a lot of sun here. So that is the biggest reason why. So after learning that, kind of appreciated, to be honest with you. You don't want to paint your house and then during the summer, the color is pretty much washing away quickly due to the sun. So I've come to appreciate it, but that's a big thing that you're going to get hit with when you first come to Tucson. Now, con number 2 of Tucson, Arizona, it is way too hot. Now, I come from a humid background, so when I first came here, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was inside an oven. I would hide in my house for the 3 months of summer. I just couldn't take it, but let me tell you, you get used to it after a while. Now, the temperatures here during the summer, they're easily over 100 on a daily basis. The great part about it is that it cools down at the end of the day, and in the morning it feels nice and cool, but you're gonna have to get some used to it. If you come from a humid climate, let me tell you, in the beginning, it's gonna feel awful, but now I can say that I've gotten so used to it, and the weather is actually one of my pros too, so stick around until the end so you could hear that pro as well. Now, reason number 3, so con number 3 of moving to Tucson, Arizona is the cuisine. Now, hear me out here. A lot of people, especially Tucsonans, are gonna get at me and say, well, what do you mean? We're one of the top gastronomy towns here in all the nation. And that is true. While that is true, it's very tailored to Mexican cuisine. Now, I absolutely love Mexican food. It's one of the best Mexican foods I've ever had here, right here in Tucson. But let me tell you, coming from Miami, Florida, my background is Cuban American. We're used to different types of foods. You got your roasted pork, you got your rice and beans, black beans, you got a different type of style of food. I'm a really great cook and I can cook really great Cuban food, but there's sometimes I just want to go out and buy it and just relax with the family, but I cannot really find food like that anywhere here. Everything is tailored to Mexican food. Once again, it's great food, but you know, I don't see that mixture of different cultures of food here. It is mostly Mexican, which is great as well. Now, they've recently opened in Tucson a Cuban restaurant, which is really great. It is a bit far from where I live in Sahuarita, Arizona, which is such a bummer, but they are starting to open up more restaurants like that. So I'm sure in the future, you're gonna see more restaurants opening up here. So con number 4 about moving to Tucson, Arizona is that it's a small city. Now, for me, coming from Miami, Florida, there's a lot of opportunity over there. So small city to me equals less opportunity, and I can attest to that. When I first moved here to Tucson, Arizona, I actually had a job already before even arriving as a spa director at one of the top spas here in Tucson, but that was in March of 2020. COVID hit, everything closed down. my trajectory of life completely changed, and for the better. I'm now a real estate agent, but that's another story. If you're not working in hospitals, if you're not in a government job, if you're not in the military, some of these engineering jobs that we have here with some of the best companies, and there's not a lot of opportunity. If you work in hospitality, you have to go a little more up north in the Tucson area. Down south where we live in Sa Juanita, there is not a lot of jobs here available. So small city equals less opportunity. All right, so con number 5 for moving to Tucson would be that we just have one highway. Now, to me, this is a pro and a con. I have a pro on this later, so watch until the end so you can hear me out. But the con is that you have one highway. So if you need to drive way into the city, it's a lot of drive. It can take a lot of time. It's not like Phoenix, it's not like Miami, California, where you have all these highways and you can get into your exit really quick and get where you need to go. Now, the con to those places is that you have traffic, but hear me out for that pro. All right, so now we're gonna get into the 5 pros. Now, pro number 1 to me is the cost of living. So right now, here in Tucson, I'm in my beautiful home that if I were to buy a home in Miami, Florida right now, this same exact home, it would cost me around $750,000 right now with this market as of 2024. And that is absolutely insane. Here, it's in the 300s right now. Although prices are going up right now, they just went up from December to January. I'm hearing that they're gonna go up a little bit again in February. It's still more cost effective than living in the big cities like Phoenix, California, Miami, New York. You can still buy a really great home here, especially in the Sa Juanita area. You have a lot of new construction, new homes to choose from, a lot of homes to choose from. So you can still get a good deal here. Now with cost of living also, you don't have to pay for tolls. A lot of major cities have tolls, they charge you. I used to pay maybe around $1,000 a month just for tolls. We don't have that here, which is great. Home insurance has been pretty cheap compared to Florida right now. You could pay a minimum of $6,000. I've seen home insurance plans here as low as $300. Now, everything is going up right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start going up a little bit, but it's still at a much slower pace than all these big cities. So cost of living here is absolutely great. So pro number 2 on moving here to Tucson is the weather. Now, although the summers are really hot, which is my con, the pro here is that the weather is still phenomenal overall. Now, a lot of Tucsonans say, well, we don't have seasons here. It's just a lot of sunny days. There's over 260 days of sunny weather here. I still feel like we have seasons here. I come from Miami, Florida. It's literally sunshine every day, which is not a bad thing, but you still get to see leaves fall here. You still get to see snow right up the mountains. This past weekend, the snow right here in my house, which was great. You don't get any of that in Miami. You would be surprised during the springtime. My mom came to visit here from Miami, and she was like, I have never seen a place with so many flowers. Our cactuses even get flowers. Our trees get beautiful flowers. You really don't see that in Miami. Miami is just a lot of green. Overall, the palm trees, just a lot of grass, greenery, but the flowers here are absolutely insanely beautiful. So the weather to me is still a pro. At nighttime, it feels really cool. In the morning, it feels cool. And in the afternoon, it can get hot depending on the what season we're in, but it's really well balanced. The winters are beautiful. You just drive right up the mountain. You have snow, so you have it all here. That's one of the things that sold us here when we first moved here. We saw this pamphlet where you can go up skiing up the mountain in the morning, and in the afternoon, go lay down by your pool at home. Where else can you have those two worlds in one day? Now, pro number 3 for me is the lifestyle. My lifestyle here has completely changed. In Miami, Florida, is a lot of hustle and bustle, moving fast, getting stuck in traffic for 4 hours in your whole day, having to go home, get the kids ready, get dinner ready. Here, you can actually go at a much slower pace. So there's a lot of hiking here. So on the weekends, we love to go out. We love to ride bike. We love to just look at everything, all the beauty around us. We have the Santa Rita Mountains right outside your home. It's absolutely gorgeous. If we want to drive up the mountain, we'll go there. We'll go for a hike. The lifestyle here is so healthy. And I see even a lot of seniors here. Like, it's hard to see a senior here that is on a wheelchair, can barely walk. Their lifestyle here is so healthy. You see them always on the bikes. You see them always running, playing pickleball. The lifestyle here is just so different. It's absolutely very nice to see. Now, pro number 4 to me is traffic. And I hear a lot of people saying there's a lot of traffic here in Tucson, but I beg to differ. There is no traffic here. Now, let me give you an example. So in Miami, if I had a doctor's appointment for the day, I had to take off the day from work completely because I would spend half of the day just stuck in traffic. Then I'll spend a whole couple other hours inside the doctor's appointment. Coming out, I lost my whole day. Here, if I have a doctor's appointment, in 1 hour, I'm there, I get my things done, and I'm coming right back. There is no traffic here. In rush hour, you'll see a little bit of traffic. Even though we have only one highway, there's still no traffic in my opinion. The drive here is smooth. So even though you hear, well, we only have one highway, it's a long drive, it's still a smooth drive. You're not bumper to bumper. There's no traffic here. Now, pro number 5 would be that the city is growing. Now, when I moved here 4 years ago, there were areas here that were not built that are already getting built. Sahuarita in my town, it's a very small, quiet town, and I see new things happening around. We have in the Rancho Sahuarita area new car washes. They built a brand new hospital, a new neighborhood in the Rancho Sahuarita area, and they keep building and building. More stores are opening. So I can only imagine how much more growth we're gonna have here in the next 5 to 10 years. So investors out there, this is a great way to invest in this area. And even families that wanna buy here, there's no problem with, if you're thinking about, am I gonna lose out if I buy here? It's a great investment. I 100% think that you should buy here. Prices just keep going up. Families keep wanting to come further down south, away from the city. You have a lot of great amenities here in the Sahuarita area. At the same time, it's a lot quieter. We're near the Santa Rita Mountains, and there's other towns here in Tucson that are growing as well. Vail is growing a whole lot. When it comes to new construction alone, there's over 280 floor plans for you to choose from. And things are opening up little by little. So in the next 10 years, if you have a home here and you're looking to sell in the future, I think it's gonna be a great investment for you. Now, I truly hope my 5 pros and cons really helped you make a decision here. Now, I moved here with my family, my 3 kids. It was a big decision, so I can only imagine all the things you must be thinking of. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Let me know what's on your mind. I am happy to help here. If you're in another state and you're ready to move over here, and you need to sell a home out of state, feel free to contact me as well. I have partners in all 50 states that I recommend, that I know work very well, that can help you sell that home and connect with me so we can make the process as seamless as possible. Now, other than that, thanks for watching, and until the next video.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Click on the video to the left to see a new video suggested by me. Make sure to follow me on social media and subscribe to this channel, which really supports me in creating more content like this one. Until next time.